Hello everybody and welcome to another prediction video, this time for AEW Double or Nothing, and I'm going to try my best to be quicker this time. Last time the WWE video I released earlier, go check it out, was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and I didn't even go into the matches like I wanted to. So we are going to be as quick as possible for this one, and you know what? This doesn't have as many matches on the pay-per-view that I expected it would. Like, Tony Khan is learning. He's learning. I think the last pay-per-view as well, not that many matches. Let's hope it stays like that. There's not that many matches to review. Let's get into the first one. Alright, so like in the last video, this isn't going to be in any particular order. I might do the main event at the end. We'll wait and see, but there's no particular order. But there's going to be a TNT, a YouTube video coming out for me. There's either going to be one or two of them. But I don't like how this TNT title is portrayed at the moment. I don't like how it's presented. And I don't think that this is ahead of the international title at the moment. Having said that, I do feel that Wardlow's gonna win. I kinda hope he doesn't, but at the same time, I don't want the belt to be hot-shotted, so it just would make more sense to have Wardlow retain it. They've been portraying him as the guy, portraying him as the monster, whatever, let him keep it, but I would love to see Christian with the belt, so I'm kind of in two minds about it, but I feel like they're just gonna let Wardlow keep it. Having said that, they're kind of racking up his wins at the moment. I've said that in the previous video, and I feel like this could be a way to let him pad up his championship titles by letting Christian win it and then let Wardlow win it back. I would not be on board with that. Just let Wardlow keep it. But if you're gonna let Christian win it, then let Christian win it and let Christian hold on to it. But if not, then just let Wardlow retain and just let him have a lengthy reign so you can build the TNT title back to credibility. Anyway, let's look at our next match. Okay, so the next match is FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, Team TNA for the tag team titles. Now, I've already got my reservations about the tag team title scene. It just feels like there's no real credible teams to face FTR. I don't feel like Team TNA is that team, and I also don't know, man. I don't like the build for this, but the build has been fun. It's not been great in regards to seriousness, but it's been fun. Team TNA has made it very fun, very sports entertainment like, but FTR have to retain, man. I feel that FTR should retain. I feel that FTR should hang on to the belts until they get more credible challenges at the very least. I think the challenger should be the Young Bucks, possibly even Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. Now that the Elite are back together, it's gonna be fun. And also the Acclaim, they could be challenging for the belts as well, but I don't think FTR should lose it until that day comes, and they shouldn't lose it against Team TNA for sure. So I'm gonna say FTR for the win, and yeah, top guys out. Okay guys, so whether or not my Jade Cargill video comes out today or tomorrow, it will still be released before this match. I'll be honest guys, it's a possibility that Taya Valkyrie is going to win. Now my prediction is Jade Cargill, don't get me wrong, right? But this could throw a spanner in my whole YouTube video that I put out for Jade Cargill, because what I said in the video is Jade Cargill's not really had a feud for her belt for a long time, right? Look back at all her matches for the belt, think about everything that she's done in regards to the belt. How many feuds has she really had? I think maybe she had a brief one with Willow Nightingale, maybe she had a brief one with some of the baddies, like maybe one with Athena. Like, there's not been that many feuds, and then all these people that have been built up look possibly credible before they faced her, and then they've just been beaten. So I think Taya Valkyrie's been built up pretty well. I think she's been seen as a menace. She's made to look strong. I do think she's got a good opportunity, bearing in mind this does look like an actual feud, not a great feud in my opinion, but a feud nonetheless. I do feel like she's got a chance, but I also feel like they're gonna allow her defeat to be potentially a big star to come in and beat her. Like I've said before, it could be like a Paige or somebody, Saraya or somebody. I don't think it's gonna be Saraya at the moment, but for all we know, Mercedes Moné could recover and it could be her. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but genuinely, and also as well, even though their Impact relationship isn't as good as it once was, Naomi's now an Impact, so, or Trinity Fatu is now an Impact, and so it wouldn't be beyond the realm of possibility for one of them to come in and beat her. We'll see, but I just don't think it's going to be Taya, but there's a chance. But I think Jade Cargill for the win. So that Jade Cargill entry took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, because I felt like I had to, as there's a Jade Cargill video coming out real soon, and B, I didn't realize that there's actually more matches than I initially thought. That I added the pictures and looked at the pictures before and I've just realized that some of them were missing. So when I've added them, there's more to do. So this could be longer than I expected. But anyway, on to the only other women's match on the card. And I genuinely don't know why Jamie Hayter is facing Toni Storm again. Jamie Hayter beat Toni Storm for the title. It just feels like the same recycled women are going for the title at this moment in time. Not saying Jamie Hayter's run's been terrible. It's actually been pretty decent in regards to she's been having good matches. She's been looking dominant. But I just feel like bringing some new challengers that can potentially win the belt. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying Toni Storm isn't one of those guys. I think she is a potential challenger that could potentially win. But I don't think it should be her because she's already been in this position for quite some time now. Like, she hasn't had a match with Saraya, I don't think, for the belt 1v1. Like, bring her in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Now, who do I think is gonna win? I think it's gonna be Jamie Hayter, but I don't know if they're gonna swerve us and put it on Toni Storm for the simple reason that Jamie Hayter's been injured for a while. It's possible that they will take the belt off Jamie Hayter because she's been injured. If she's still injured, they might take it off her and put it on Toni Storm. And if she's not injured, or if she's just a little bit injured, they might use it in storyline for that to be the reason why she lost the belt, why she wasn't at 100%. But I do think that she's gonna win. We will wait and see. But Jamie Hayter for the win. Love you, Jamie. My fellow Brit. Next one. You know it's all about the boom. Sorry, had to do it. Adam Cole. I'm a big fan of him. But Chris Jericho has always been my guy. He's been the GOAT for me for ages. Having said that, I think that he's starting to slow down a little bit. He's still having good matches, but he needs to slow down a little bit now. Like, just chill in the background a little bit. Like, anyway, Adam Cole for the win. It should be Adam Cole. It needs to be Adam Cole. He's just come back from injury. He needs to build himself up to potentially be back into the world title picture again. And it will be fun to put him in that position, potentially to go up against MJF. I mean, I haven't even really spoken about that. Like, there might be a video about that coming out as well, but that can come out later on down the line because I don't think MJF is losing that belt this year. But it's been a decent rivalry, but I just feel like Adam Cole needs to get the dub so he can move on to bigger and better things. I don't know what those bigger and better things will be. Potentially beefing with the Elite. All the Elite are faces now. So that will be a nice little intertwining storyline. He was having a little bit of beef with Kenny before. He was having beef with Adam Page, remember? Like, man, it could be some juicy storylines, man. But I just feel like, I don't know why Sabu's even in this, but we move. Adam Cole should get the dub. I think that he should bring in some artillery. I don't know who he would bring in, but yeah, I just think that this needs to be a dub. And yeah, help him to build himself up again, man. It'll be good. Adam Cole for the win. Okay, so I'm trying my best not to take long with these entries, so I apologize. But yeah, the Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club, Anarchy in the arena. This is going to be a really fun match. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be Blackpool Combat Club. I don't know who's gonna get the dub. I don't know who's gonna get the pin. To be honest, it could be the Elite that get the win for the simple fact that they have been, they've been on the bottom. Blackpool Combat Club have been on top in most of their segments. I just feel like making the Elite be on top at the end of the match is gonna be how they kind of portray them as strong after all the beatings that they've taken. Having said that, I do feel that Blackpool Combat Club are gonna get the win, and I feel that they should, unless Wheeler Yuta gets beaten and then something happens with that and they kick him out of the group, because that's kind of been bubbling over recently. But it's been a good storyline. It's been quite good. Been a bit vicious in places, a bit too vicious in my opinion, but it's been good. Adam Page rejoining Hangman, being a part of the Elite again is nice little storyline beat. There's so much ways and places they can go in the storyline, just in the Elite alone. And you know what, it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Initially, I did think that they were gonna try and incorporate the Dark Order into this, and I don't know where they are. It just feels like they're dead at the moment, but they haven't, and so it is what it is. They might come out and help the Elite. It's possible, but I'm pretty sure that Dark Order have beef with the Elite, just not with Hangman. So we'll wait and see. But I do think that overall it's gonna be the Blackpool Combat Club. It should be the Blackpool Combat Club, but we'll see. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so like my last 3 entries have all been near enough 2 minutes, so I'm gonna try and keep this as quick as possible. Yeah, the International Championship, the Blackjack Battle Royale, and I do feel like it's gonna be Orange Cassidy for the win. That this poster for me says it all. They put this poster out, he was on the front, and I feel that this is gonna be how it ends. We're just gonna quickly get the poster that has the combatants. One sec. So this was the poster that I saw flying around. I don't know if all these guys are going to be in it. I heard Ricky Starks is in it. He's the only one that I know is in it based on what I heard, but I think that Jay White might be in it, but he shouldn't be, in my opinion, especially if he's got a match against Ricky Starks on Rampage. Now, if he doesn't have a match with Ricky Starks on Rampage, bearing in mind Ricky Starks I think is in this, then he's probably going to be in this Battle Royale. That makes me wonder who's going to win, but I do still think it's going to be Orange Cassidy because he's the one that's been heavily promoted. Like I said, I can't tell you who's even in this Battle Royale, whereas obviously you know Orange Cassidy's in it, so I think it's him for the win. I also feel like it will be very anticlimactic if he does lose the belt this way, so him for the win. And I think maybe whoever's in the final two, him and whoever it is, because I think he'll definitely be final two, I think they will have a proper 1v1 match after this for the belt, and that might be how he loses it. But yeah, Orange Cassidy for the win. And on to the last match. No wait, yes, last match. So what's funny about this is the main event, and this is the easiest one for me to call. I mean, like there's some easy ones in there, don't get me wrong. I do feel like FTR are pretty much locked in to win that match, and I think Jade Cargill, actually that's not really a guarantee to be fair, but it's more of a guarantee than some of the other matches on here. But MJF's gonna win. Like, I don't feel like the other three have been built up enough to take the belt from him yet. I think they will be in the future, and potentially if one of these guys have a 1v1 against him nearer the end of 2023, nearer his contract expiry at 2024, if they've been built up a lot more by that point, maybe one of them can take the belt. But for now, no, none of them were built up enough before this point. I don't think they've been built up enough up until this point as well, bearing in mind I think all of them have been pinned. I might be wrong, except for MJF. I don't think MJF is going to lose this belt against one of these dons for this match. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how the match goes, because there could be storyline layers within the match. Having said that, I think this match is just going to be a good match, but MJF is going to keep this belt, I reckon, until the end of 2024, at the end of 2023, so near 2024. And I've got a YouTube video coming out about who could potentially take the belt off him. I don't know when I'm going to do that video, but because this belt is going to stay on him, I reckon, until 2024, I feel like I've got time to do it, which is why I'm not in a rush to do that. But do hang fire on that, do keep your eyes peeled for it. But yeah, MJF for the win. MJF for the win. Well, I don't know why I even said MJF for the win. Pretty easy prediction on this one, and stellar work from all guys, in particular the Triple B holder. Alright, that's the vid, guys. That's the predictions. Make sure you let me know what you think is going to happen in this pay-per-view. Do you think that CM Punk's going to come back? Do you think that there's going to be more people that's going to help out Adam Cole? Who do you think is going to win some of these matches? Do you think that Jade Cargill is going to lose her belt? Like, this is potentially one of the more likeliest scenarios than what we've seen in a while for her, so we'll see. But there's some interesting developments in this pay-per-view. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my new videos that will be coming soon. The Jade Cargill video is coming out, if not today then tomorrow. I appreciate you guys checking out the vid, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.